good morning, hello.
Hello.
Or evening, I should say. So you're back in the UK now.
Yes.
How do you find it over here?
The crowd is always excellent here for Dream Evil, and it's always a delight to play here actually, because when you get the energy back from the crowd, you want to go back as soon as you can to play again. So Great Britain for us is super.
Just while I remember, I mean, we're after the show now.
Yeah.
The Book of Heavy Metal, that song, is it just this country that people love it so much, or is it everywhere?
It's a pretty popular song actually, but I think maybe in this country it's one step further.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think people just like screaming metal.
Yeah.
That's the thing over here.
Yeah.
So you're supporting Hammerfall on this tour.
Yep.
Do you prefer supporting, or do you prefer to do the headline show?
Actually, we don't mind to support. We don't mind to do headline either. The only thing is to play to a good crowd, and how we do it doesn't really matter as long as we are able to play in front of a good crowd. So.
Okay. You've just released your new album, In the Night.
Yep.
Is it your best album yet?
I would say so, yes. I think it has the most diverse material, and also everybody's involved in a different way than in the earlier albums. So I think actually it's the best one.
How do you put a new album together? I mean, how do you all come together and write together, or?
We all write pretty separately. For example, Niklas and Peter, they work a lot together because they live pretty close. Fredrik and Niklas work together a lot also because the way Niklas is in the center of the band because of the vocals.
Yes.
And I used to work alone and then just show the ideas to the other guys. And Daniel is working together with Niklas as well. But when we get together and make the songs work, then it's of course together as a band and just see what works and what doesn't work, and everybody get their own input into the songs. So yeah.
So how would you say Dream Evil has evolved from the first album, let's say?
I think we're more metal now. In the beginning it was more maybe power metal, if you could say that, but that was not the direction Dream Evil wanted to take. Not in the early days either actually. It just happened, but we get the stamp power metal, but Dream Evil is a metal band. It's not a power metal band. We don't have any really fast songs. We play metal, heavy metal.
Okay, now how did all of the people in the band come together? Because you all seem to have sort of different pasts.
Yeah. You mean this setup we have now?
Yes.
Me and Fredrik, we worked together in Studio Fredman for 6 years, and me and Snowy Shaw, the ex-drummer, he's a really good friend of mine. So I've been on every recording, producer, co-produced, and involved in the band. I have a lot of titles in the early albums, like Chasing the Dragon, that's my album title, song title, and Sledge of Rock, that's mine, Let's Make Rock, that's mine. We have a lot of that that's I've been involved in before I was into the band. And then Snowy Shaw, he wanted to do something else, and he called me up and said, "Okay, Patrick, you have to step in now. You have to take over the drum seat." And I was like, "What? All right." And then Fredrik and they asked me if I wanted to record the drums on United album.
Yes.
And I said, "Sweet, I can do that." It was more or less for like a clinic thing, you know, just play and then be off with the band. Because I had Passenger and other bands going. So, but then they asked me if I wanted to step in full time, and no problems for me. And then Marcus, the old guitar player, after Gus, so to speak, Gus went to do Firewind. Marcus came in, a friend of a friend, you know, Marcus. And then when Marcus left, we took Danny in, which is the first guy I ever played with in a band. So that's my first guitar player that I brought into Dream Evil, and it has worked really good so far. So, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, do you think it's important to have a sense of humour in your music and just not take it too seriously?
Actually, it's I think it's Dream Evil. It lives by the humour, but it's really good musicianship. Everybody's playing really good, doing their thing really good, but it's you can do it with a smile, with a laugh on your lips, and it's still great catchy music, and we have a lot of fun with it, and it's unbloody serious, we like to say.
So referring back to the song The Book of Heavy Metal,
yeah,
this book, is it a list of bands that you like, or?
No, actually, it was recording in Studio Fredman, you know, in the studio. Frederick, he said that a lot of times when the band comes in, you know, what should we do here? You know, you're gonna do a whammy bar. Well, it's in the book of heavy metal. You have to do it like that. So it's more or less like a fictional book. Mm-hmm. So it's just become an expression. And then when the song came up, it was just like that's the way it's gonna be.
Okay, so this is not something that I do every day. Interviewing someone from one of my favourite bands is slightly strange. Yeah. But in your time in Dream Evil and touring, have you found yourself in any really weird situations that you've just wanted to get out of?
Actually, there's pretty weird situations all the time doing touring. I mean, you go around in a bus, you wake up and go straight out on the street, and people come and see you like hungover middle-aged guys coming up, what the heck? And there's a lot of strange things just around all the touring thing, because it's a different world. You're up late at night, you sleep long hours on the day, you come up, you go into the venue, you drink beer, you have, you know, and there's a lot of fans around you, and but I don't know a specific thing that happens, but it's always strange things going on. So.
Okay, now do you do a lot of interviews?
Yeah, I've done a lot of interviews.
Is there anything that you just always asked every single time?
Why are you so short? But still,
not. They actually they used to ask things like how does it feel to play power metal? Well, that's we don't play power metal, so I don't know how that feels.
Well, I was going to ask then. Have you got any gardening tips or anything, a heavy metal recipe or something like that? Something a bit different.
Gardening tips. Yeah, I think you should cut your lawn with you know, the Green Reapers. That's as much metal as it can get. You take the lawnmower, throw it aside. You take this. What is it called?
A scythe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In our database for Dream Evil on the website, we've got that Peter and Nicholas left the band and then rejoined the band in 2005.
Yeah.
What do you know what that was about?
It was a short thing about touring. We have a lot of things at home with families and work and stuff like that, and it came to a point when it was just too much, and there have to be like more. We have to step aside because we can't do this, and. Then it was more or less for a couple of months, and then the band was back together again. So it was not a big deal. Okay. It was actually more like a resting thing, and you know, so that was a big thing. So.
Okay, like I said, you've just released your new album. What is in the future for Dream Evil now?
We have a lot of festivals this summer. We have Summer Breeze, a lot of European big ones, Metal Town, Gothenburg. So there's going to be a lot of playing, gigging, and then we'll see in the fall if we come back here with Sabaton maybe. But we don't know that yet. But it's been spoken about. So
okay.
Let's see.
Now this is a quite. I would hate to be asked this. Where do you see the band in, say, 10 years' time?
In 10 years from now?
Yeah.
If Dream Evil is still in the works in 10 years. I think we'll play bigger venues. That's what I think.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for your time. Have you got any last words you'd like to say to people in Internet land?
Stay metal. That's what I have to say.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.